Usually when Mr. Spock and Captain Kirk are on talk shows together, Leonard Nimoy is grumpy all the time. But on April 2nd, 1996, live with Regis and Kathie Lee, there was an exception. Nimoy actually had something to promote. He had a play in New York City called The Apple Doesn't Fall. And he spoke much more than Shatner. Shatner did plug his books, but Nimoy talked about the first time they met, which Shatner didn't remember, and evidently Leonard didn't either, because he said that they weren't in scenes together. But as you can see by the video running over me talking to you, that clearly was not the case in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. that they did together before Star Trek. So this is a very fun Shatner Nimoy interview. Reg makes fun of Star Trek. Thank goodness someone does. Kathie Lee actually comes off knowing something about the guest's topic. That is monumental, to be honest with you. So enjoy this interview. I did. I watching it to record this intro, and I've seen it a few times, and I liked it again.
All right, Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Star Trek.
So sick of it.
But they do have a fiercely loyal cult. As you drove in this morning, did you see them all out there, all the Trekkies?
And what about that alternate juror in the Watergate thing?
Walking around in the Spock uniform, yeah. What was it?
Trekkie.
Yeah.
Oh, Whitewater. What did I say? Watergate?
Just 20 years ago, that's all. But you were close.
All right, a little lapse.
All right, so here they are. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy. Leonard, good to see you.
Love that. Love that guy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have a seat, guys.
One more time. I mean, this is the last time?
No. You guys are forever welcome. You have, you're in the Hall of Fame. You really are. For something or other, I don't know what.
Rick Pitino.
Rick Pitino.
Fabulous, fabulous.
So that's a thrill for you guys.
I'm from Kentucky.
He has a farm in Kentucky. It's so exciting for him to see Pitino here.
Oh, good.
Mr. Pitino.
Leonard, we're talking right now. No,
He's got a.
Rick Pitino is a god down there.
You can't talk to a Broadway
I know.
director.
We're going to get to him in a minute, but Rick Pitino is god down there, isn't he?
God. He is, but a god with feet that could be clay if he doesn't win.
That's right.
If he doesn't win,
Can't go home.
they take the statue down.
Leonard,
said
how
that.
many times do I have to tell you? Go ahead.
Leonard, you don't have to take that thing.
Leonard, you don't.
No. Oh, Leonard, come on, man.
You make Leonard
You
cry.
two guys back together again. Oh, how many millions have we stolen from the American public? Now we can lay around and write a
We
book
don't have to take this.
directed
Come on,
on Broadway
let's
show
go.
whenever
Let's
we
take her
want.
with us.
They've earned it.
Tell me about the first day you laid eyes on each other.
I remember it. I
Do
remember
you?
it very
Let's
well,
hear it.
yeah. I said, hi there.
And I said,
Big boy.
Was it at the casting office?
We had actually worked together once before Star Trek
Where was that?
on The Man From U.N.C.L.E.
I love that show.
Yeah, we were ships that passed in the night. We did not have any interaction directly with each other, but we were in a couple of scenes where one guy entered, the other guy was leaving, kind of thing. And that was a couple of years before Star Trek started. Do you remember that, Bill?
no, but I'm glad to hear you say it.
Isn't it something Bill didn't remember, but Leonard knew every word, every minute, every instant.
He's got the
That
stuff.
directorial mind.
No, he's still got the brain cells. I don't.
All right, so then let's talk about the second time you met. I'm determined to make it.
The second time we met was on the
Excuse
set.
me.
Well, you're making a big muscle.
Well,
you go to your workout every day. I'm giving you a little.
I know, I walked in today and you had a fit. You said, boy, do you look good.
I did.
I said, take it easy, big boy. Second time you met, what was it like? Where was it?
It was on the set of Star Trek. I saw this wonderful-looking guy with these ears.
couldn't take your eyes off his ears.
What are you doing with
Are you
the
going to do ear jokes now?
Oh, sorry. He's a Broadway director.
I know, we're going to get to
He's
that.
holding an apple, which is also interesting. I guess that's a plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but did you hit it off right away?
We hit it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 7 movies later,
And many years later, I've got a friend.
you've directed it, he's directed, you know.
Yeah.
Was it ever tense when one of you was directing the other?
We had something going. He says, come here. He dismisses everybody off the set. He says, come here. Let's fool them. I'll start talking, and you go, no, no, no. So I said, oh, Leonard, that's funny. so he says, you do this and you do that. And I say, no, no, no. And then the tabloids. Everyone said, hey, they're fighting.
Feud. Star Trek feud. Yeah.
It was a very bad idea.
Will there be one more ever again, Star Trek?
Probably.
Oh, do we have an exclusive
If Bill will
here?
show up, I will. You know.
Oh, look
You're
at
such a
this.
liar.
Going
I
to
showed up and you didn't.
We're going to the well one more time.
Why not?
All right, we're going to come back, show you
He's
some
got to
pictures
pay for
and
that
talk about
farm in
Leonard's,
Kentucky, Reeves.
Exactly. Talk about Leonard's Broadway show.
Tomorrow on Live, actress Kelly Martin.
You know what? He's coming on.
He is something.
He's a dangerous guy. Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner reunited again. It's great, really. So Leonard's here in New York. He's a big director, as you say. Is it off Broadway, Leonard?
No, on Broadway.
On Broadway.
We happen to be in a very beautiful theater, which is the
Oh,
oldest.
excuse me, sir. Oh, it's one of your Trekkies.
Hey.
It's red. It's red. What does that mean?
Yeah, red is engineering.
And if it's engineering, what does that mean?
He's down in the engine room.
And who's his leader?
Scotty.
Oh, my God.
He's got one of your old ears, too.
Julie will do anything for the next 15 minutes.
Anything, yeah.
You know, we have some great pictures, Reeves. You really should show them.
Do you want to show the
Yeah,
pictures first?
Yeah, you
Leonard, we'll get to this Broadway
Yeah,
show.
I promise, Leonard.
And if we don't, next time. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, what's this picture?
What's this picture?
Any memories? Which movie
That's just,
was this?
you know, that general scene. That's sort of, you saw
Yeah,
that a
general
lot.
scene. That's
Yeah.
the whole cast.
Shatner looks like he's 12 years old.
I was 12.
Yeah, everybody.
Young captain.
And this is with their favorite
Oh,
crew
please.
member.
You know, gentlemen, everybody is sick of this. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad you're not a fan.
Stick in my
You're
face.
a sycophant.
He's a sicko fan, all right.
Hey, I got a good idea. Why don't we talk about Leonard's new play? So, you got an apple, so that must mean...
The play is called The Apple Doesn't Fall.
Yeah.
And we are playing in a very beautiful theater on the oldest theater on Broadway,
Which is?
Lyceum Theater,
Yes.
1903. Very beautiful theater. And it's a wonderful play by a new playwright, Trish Vredenberg, very talented, very funny and very touching. Thank you very much.
Now,
Y'all come.
but now why you? I'll go. But why you, Leonard, to direct? I mean...
The script was given to me to read by a very good friend of mine who was producing it and said, if you want to direct this, we'll produce it. And we did an L.A. run and brought it to Broadway.
Is this new for you, directing plays?
No. I've directed plays in the past, but this is my first time here in New York. First time on Broadway.
And first time on Broadway?
Yeah.
A lot of pressure?
No.
It's the Big Apple, the
No.
big time.
Rick Pitino had it easy.
We're
compared
amongst friends here.
Really?
No, of course there's pressure, yeah. But we have a good play and a wonderful cast. Great
And he's rich. Who
bunch
does he
of
care?
You guys are so rich.
No, he's rich.
Oh, please. The both of you could buy Kentucky right now.
I bought Kentucky. I don't want it.
Well, that's good, Leonard. So you're enjoying life.
I
Now,
am.
how long does a director stay with a play on Broadway?
Well, the show will open on April 14th, and on the 15th, I'll let you know.
You could be gone.
Might be on a plane.
Although once the
He's
director's
gonna
done
be
his
on a
job, is that, I mean, and it's a
We're
hit.
in previews now and working on the play constantly.
Right.
Touching up, tweaking this and that. On April 14th, seriously, the critics will come. The critics are very powerful, as you know, in Broadway.
Yes,
And they can
too
tell
much
you
so.
on Monday morning whether or not you're going to survive. The audience reaction is excellent, but we depend very heavily on some decent reviews.
Is it a love story?
No, it's not a love story. It's a
Comedy?
relationship between a mother and daughter. And a very touching, very funny relationship. It's about, they get a chance to work out a relationship that was dysfunctional.
Hence the name The Apple Doesn't Fall.
That's right,
Very
the mother and
far.
daughter.
I saw it in Los Angeles, and I highly recommend it.
Well, there you have it.
Excuse us for just living and breathing the same air. I love the way he has decided. We'll be right back in a moment. You've heard the final word.
Still ahead on Live, we'll reignite the jet car.
with William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and here's Bill's book. And so Leonard got a hold of it, and he said, who is this guy on the cover? I don't recognize him. That is a remarkable
Turn it
picture.
around. There you go.
Leonard, that is a remarkable picture, isn't it?
It is. He looks better every year. He does. How do you do
The play is really good.
But the novel, how's the novel? Have you read it yet?
The novel's great.
Great novel.
You haven't read
No,
it yet.
Bill turns out great stuff.
Yes, he
really
does.
The Ashes
How many
of
books
Eden.
do you have out now?
We're about 11.
You just sit there and narrate the book into a
Tape recorder, work with, in this case, Gar and Judy Reese-Stevens on the Star Trek books. On Man of War, which is out there now, Chris Henderson, which is a great experience. And I dictate, we talk, we pass notes back and forth. And
So this is the return. Who's returning?
Guess who?
He's
Your
back.
worst nightmare.
You see, these are the two captains, Reese.
I bring Kirk back and Spock.
You bring him back to the future?
No, bring him back to the present future.
Back to life.
Yeah.
The future present.
Yeah.
I never understood who Spock was or why he was there.
You mean dramatically
I didn't get it. Yeah.
Dramatically.
Yeah. What was he, a member of the crew? He wasn't a member of the crew.
No,
he
he was
was.
above that.
Well, what was he?
He was a guy who stood around and offered advice.
He was half human,
like you
half
now?
Vulcan.
Well, that's why I didn't understand it. I mean, what is this Vulcan doing in the spaceship? How did he get in that spaceship?
He went through the academy and he worked very hard and he liked Captain Kirk.
But he used to just stand around and advise you.
He was his second in command.
You know, here they all come. What do I do now? Spock.
Just press that button.
Press the button.
You never got it, Reese.
I never got it, all right?
I always liked Uhura. Uhura. I loved her name.
Uhura?
Yeah.
Who was she? She was one of the ladies?
She was communications. Communications, yeah.
I'm having trouble hearing them.
Yeah. but the myth continues. I mean, the Trekkies are still around. They're still
It was our
wearing the
30th anniversary this year.
30th anniversary.
Yeah.
And they're making a movie without us.
Then now that's
kidding
rude.
me.
Can they do that?
Well, I didn't think they could do it without Leonard, but Next Generation is doing a film.
Of course, the young kids are coming.
The young ones who are asking for less money, actually.
The young, less expensive ones.
The ones thrilled to have a job. Right,
The ones
we
who
know
will
that.
work for anything. It's in the bookstores right now, and of course,
And the play is fabulous.
on the 14th, already got great reviews out of Los Angeles. The apple doesn't fall. Lyceum Theater. Anna Paquin coming from Dick's. We'll be right back.